What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Tajalee, and today I will be discussing what happens after an employer gets their petition approved. So stay tuned. So I know it's been a while since I've posted an update or posted a video for you guys, different from the live streams that I did, which they were very informative. But I'm back and I will be producing more content for you guys because I know you guys are looking out for the video and are you guys don't know what to expect and you may be wondering what's next. So I'm here to provide that information. So after your H-2B employer gets their petition approved, they have to wait a little while before they do get that petition in hand. So what we will see is in case that a search is full certification for that employer, and that would mean that they have gotten their petition approved, but that does not necessarily mean that they can go ahead and start visa processing right away, because they do have to have the petition in hand, and when they get that in hand would be when they have also the petition number or the EAC number, I think, and so they can send that and start visa processing. So they have to get that in hand. So during this period, a potential employer that you may have, and you may be waiting on them to get their petition approved, and you're checking the status of their petition process and all of that. What will be communicated with you by that employer during this period, upon them getting full certification, is that they will be telling you, okay, we are approved, but we are currently waiting to get it in hand so they can move on to the next steps. So that information will be communicated to you by your employer. Yeah. So guys, it is definitely important for you to be patient at this time and wait until your employer reaches out to you. Yeah, it's good to maybe follow up 1 or 2 times depending on how long they're waiting for that printout, but it's very important to be patient. So after getting this printout of the petition in hand, so this is after it was mailed to them by the government, the US government. So after getting this in hand, what they will do, most employers will do, is to make a number of copies of said petition so they can have it on file, as well as what they will do is to send a copy to the agency who will be processing your visa application if the employer works with an agency. If not, this particular petition will be sent to you directly. So maybe you are planning to go to an agency to do the visa processing, so that would be sent to you directly by the employer, because they themselves does not work with a direct agency in Jamaica or wherever. So they'll send it to you, all the information you need to you, and you have the option of doing it yourself, or if you want to go ahead and process it through an agency. So as it relates to certain documents that an employer will send you, so yes, they will send you the petition, but they will also send to you or the agency that they are working with. In this case, we're going to focus more on the agency. So they will send also to the agency the job order. right? So they will send this job order to the agency, and the agency has a responsibility to ensure that each applicant gets a copy of this job order. So they can either send it, they will send it to the agency, but whether or not they're independent and they don't work with an agency, sometimes you also will get a copy of this job order. You can get it on the Department of Labor website, or the employer has the option of sending it to you, or the agency in most cases will send this to you as well. So also your employer, what they will do is, if they are working through an agency, they will send your name down to that agency, or if it's a group of persons or a group of you guys that are going with that same employer, they will send down send the agency their list of applicants that they are moving forward with, right? So that's what they will do as well. This step can either come before or it can come after, but most employers, they will do this after getting their approval and getting the petition in hand. So after which your the agency will get in touch with you, and they'll advise that an employer sent down your name, or some agencies, they do this before, while as I mentioned previously, some employers, they may send the recruiter or agency their list before they get their petition approved, just to be, ahead of time. So they normally do that so that the agency can reach out to the persons in due time and they will have all the stuff needed. But most will send their list after, and just for processing. Okay, so when they send down your name, the agency will give you a call to say, hey, such and such employer sent your name to us for your visa processing, and you should come in. Yes, so some agencies, they do have certain requirements or certain documents that they'll advise you to come in with. So some will request job letter, or it really all depends. So the employer, the agency will reach out to you and let you know they'll be in touch sooner. And if there's any documents they're requesting, they'll have you gather these documents so that when they do give you a call to come in, you have these on hand. So what will more than likely happen after, and this would be on the employer's end, or they correspond with the agency to say, okay, they would then let the agency know whether they would be paying the visa fee up front, or if it's a case where you would pay it up front and then be reimbursed after. So that part would come in, that would be a discussion with the employer and the agency directly. All right, for you, if your employer does not work with an agency and you're doing this independently, then your employer will advise you of this information sometime, maybe while doing a job interview, or if not, they will mention it around this time. Also, want you guys to bear in mind that after all of this, your employer might they will be corresponding with you. They maybe will be corresponding with you. It all depends, because if you have an employer that normally checks in with you to let you know, hey, this is happening, that is happening. So also bear in mind, you can always feel free to reach out to your employer and correspond with them, but sometimes the agencies are the one who would have direct contact, or they would have the direct information to provide to you. That is if the agency is definitely their recruiter, but they just send down some person's name, or if it's a case where, okay, they work with this agency year over year. So going back to the employer sending you that petition document. So once you have that document and your employer does not work with an agency, you have the go ahead to start that visa processing on your own, or if you want to reach out to an agency to say, hey, I want you to process my visa application for me, or whatever the case might be. So once you do have that petition, then you can go ahead and start your visa application. And if it's through an agency now, then that agency will they are the ones who will process the application. So that agency the employer is working with, they will maybe call you to say, hey, come in with certain documents. So they may reach out to you for vaccination card, they may reach out to you for your passport size pictures, and also the visa application fee, if it's a case where your employer is not paying that fee upfront, and then you will be reimbursed after. So what will happen at the agency is that they will have you sign a job offer. You may have signed this before with the employer. If not, you will sign it at the agency. So ensure that you do sign a job offer, because that's what you would be using as your reference, or you would reference back to that job order. But ensure that you do sign a job offer. And also they will have you pay, fill out the some application. So they will take some information from you, things that they will be putting on your visa application, and they will take that visa fee from you and give you a receipt. So ensure, guys, that you do get your receipt. So when it's time for you to be reimbursed of that $190, you can get it. Okay, so ensure that you have a receipt. You will get the physical copy. You can take a picture or you can scan it, and also keep the original with you. So take a picture just for backup, but ensure that you do have that receipt so you can get reimbursed by your employer when you get to the States. Also, guys, for persons doing the visa process on their own, ensure if that employer is not paying that fee upfront for you as well, ensure you keep a track or keep your receipt for that, the amount you paid on the embassy's website. Okay, so you want to ensure that you keep the confirmation email or whatever the case may be that shows proof that you did in fact pay the visa application. So after you went into the agency and you paid your visa application fee, what will happen is that the agency is the one who will be doing the visa application. So they will be the ones filling out the application with the information you provided to them, and they will have the passport picture, they will have your passports, and they will drop this off, all the documents with the petition, of course. They will drop this off to the embassy's drop box in Kingston, Jamaica. This is for Jamaica. So they will have this sent to the embassy's drop box, and from there the embassy, they will once they receive that, they will start processing and all of that. And for persons independently, as I've mentioned in a previous video, you can choose to go to the embassy's drop box yourself to drop off that information. So it's definitely up to you. And if you're gonna find an agency to have it done for you, then it's the same process as well. So after your visa is approved, what's next? So yes, you will the employer will be reaching out as it relates to flight details. So basically when you get your visa approved, there's really not much time for you to be, because there's not much time after that for you to, in Jamaica, in your home country, they will finalize flight details and all of that to get you to the United States. So maybe you'll be traveling the next day, who knows? Maybe you'll be traveling in a couple days, maybe a week, but not too long after. And this all depends on when your visa process starts, because some employers, remember it's April 1st start date, and some employers, they do get their petition approved and all of that, finish the process a little early. So maybe like ending of February to the starting of March, say your book goes into the embassy, then you would be looking to get it back before March ends. And maybe that employer will is someone who, you know, is on time with everything, and they'll go ahead and just book your flight to come before April 1st. Well, some it's within the first week of April that you do travel. So the agency, what they will do is they will notify you of your approval, and they will schedule a date and time for you to come into the office and collect your passports, right? And for persons who are doing it independently on their own, what will happen is that you will receive that email stating your visa was issued, and the embassy will tell you when you can expect to get it, to pick it up from the drop box. Okay, so after you've picked up your passport, you or the agency have the okay to notify the employer. You can notify your employer to say, hey, my visa was approved, or the agency, more than likely they will notify them, and they can either let the agency book the flights, or after they will book the flights, and they will send you the flight information, and you would be preparing to travel. Hopefully you will be preparing before then. Okay, so that's basically the steps after they get their approval. You know what happens, because I know some persons are definitely curious as to what's next and all of that. So also, what your employer will do, some of them they will let you fly from the airport that's most convenient to you. So if you're living in and around the western area, like Westmoreland, Montego Bay, Trelawney, they will have you fly from Montego Bay. You know, it's optional to you. And if you are from the Kingston area, or in and around the Kingston area, they will have you fly from Kingston, right? So they will definitely choose an airport that is convenient to you. So they do offer some flexibility as it relates to that, but not all employers do provide that flexibility. Some of them will, you know, just book a flight from any airport, and, you know, you just have to find your way there. But some of them do ask you, which airport do you rather, or do you prefer to fly from, and all of that. Okay, so yes, that's it for this video today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative, you know, and some persons may have an idea, okay, yes, that will happen, and you know, you would have an idea of what to expect moving forward. As well as, I know persons are they don't have job offers as yet, and it may be a little slow for them, but I want to let you guys know that we have all of February, we have all of March, we also have the rest of the days left in January. Okay, so don't give up, don't lose hope. You've come this far. It doesn't make any sense for you to just give in now when you are at a better chance, you know, than most persons. A lot of persons don't know about the H2B program, and a lot of persons are not applying on their own. So you do have the advantage than most persons. So just make use of it, and just keep applying, because that employer, your employer, the one you are going to go with, will reach out to you soon. Okay, so have faith, remember to pray, and just if you feel tired, overwhelmed, just take a break and get back at it at a later date. Okay, so a job is out there for everyone. As long as you are putting in the work, then it shall be done. And if you believe that, then even more better for you. Okay, because with faith we can do all things. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if there is anything else that you would want me to do a video on, comment it down below, guys, because sometimes I may miss something, or there's something that there's something common that a group of persons might want to know about, but if you guys don't tell me, then I cannot know. So let me know what video you'd like to see me do, and I'll do it. Yes, I will be doing a what about video soon, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But other than that, tell me what you'd like to know, and I'll try my best to provide that content for you. So thank you so much. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell his cousin and the goat. Thank you so much and have a good day.